Yeah, I think so. It should be that, Simmy. We're rocking and rolling. Okay, here we go. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Oh, language already. Look, there you go. Sorry about that. Language already. There you go. Have a look, see if you can see me all right. I think you can.
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
Yeah, I thought I would. Okay, long time no see. It's been a while, I know. It's been too long because everybody said, do another one. And, you know, for some reason I didn't. I had a busy summer. Wore myself out, actually. Wore myself out properly. I'm not a spring chicken. But I had a busy summer and a busy spring and whatever. And lots of things was going on. And I just never had the free space to do it. So, in my head. But, so here I am anyway doing it. So here we go. Yeah, so there we go. Let's have a little bit of refreshment.
Happy solstice.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's the solstice. It's the solstice today. That's another reason I did it today. I thought it's the solstice. You know, I've got to do it, and it seemed like a good day to do it. You know, and I know that it's getting dark. I've got a few lights here, so it should be all right. But you know, the time wasn't. But anyway, cut to the chase. Another reason I'm late to do this as well, as I wasn't going to have any drink around the house because I made some new habits. I don't really have drink around. And I thought, well, you don't have to have a drink when I'm doing this, don't I? But at the same time, I thought, anyway, I went there, and I did get some booze, you know. And I've got a friend here that you can say hello. There you go.
Hello.
And he's going to join me for the meal, and he's going to give me his.
Opinion.
That's the word I was looking for. Anyway, first rule of cooking: wash your hands. All right, let's wash my hands. Hang on.
Make sure you put plenty of chemicals on them.
Yeah. I don't think I've done a video since the COVID. I don't think I have. I'm sure I haven't. No. Oh yeah, when the COVID was on, I did. Yeah. But since the COVID, since it sort of stopped, if it's really stopped, I don't know. I haven't done it. So. Excuse me. Oh. We'll see. And another thing I thought I'd do. This is for my sister. I've never actually worn this, doing this before. My sister got me its ages. Oh. Hey?
Oh.
Hey?
Got it. Head
Hey?
chef.
What do you reckon?
You're a genius.
Yeah? There you go.
Food fit for a king.
That's what it says.
Yeah. Thank you.
Am I supposed to do this up there? Should we do it behind you? Okay. There you go. Alright.
It says pure genius.
I think to play on Guinness, isn't it?
Rocket science.
God.
There is a YouTube video on how to tie aprons.
Well, behind you. Right, here we go then. Apron on. I don't know how clean it is actually. It's been up there for a couple of ages. I haven't worn it for ages. Anyway, should be right.
Where we go?
Right, anyway, where was I? Okay. What inspired this video as well was a very close friend of mine recently had a problem with her prostate. And, you know, I'm that sort of age as well, you know what I mean? And it got me thinking about the prostate foods. You know, there is foods that to improve prostate health. And I thought, well, this next meal I do is going to be prostate health meal. And so that's what I'm doing. This is a prostate health meal. I won't list it all off. I'll list it as I go. Make it more exciting.
Good.
Right, what should we start with? Onions. We'll start with onions. Right, anyway. So yeah, prostate health. Yeah, my man had a real problem with it. Whatever, and I felt sorry for him and all that. And I thought, well, what can I do as a I don't know, to help? And I thought, I'll tell you what, let's do a little bit of investigation. And basically, the main thing with prostate health, what I could see, was onions and red fruit, red things. So things that are red. So tomatoes, red pepper. I've got some red spice in there as well. And there's various things like pumpkin oil is definitely good for prostate health. A lot of things are good to promote prostate health. I I'm going to stop talking about prostate in a minute because you've already got it, I imagine. You've already got the buzz. And but you know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, hang on, you know, I mean, I eat most of the food I eat, as you well know. This is the one pan man, you know. It's meant to be, and the one pan man food meant to be nutritious. Excuse me. Nutritious, simple, and affordable. Not like the ones you see sometimes on the cooking programs, and they put out a piece of this or a piece of that, and it's you think, well, that's a 15-piece of salmon you got there, like, you know. It don't seem to make a lot of sense when you're trying to cook, you know, an everyday meal. And the idea is meant to be quick as well, not for a long time. I like to use fresh ingredients with what I do, but today I'm not. I'm using tinned tomatoes. Two reasons. One reason's the ones you get from the Lidl this time of year are crap anyway. They're all water and taste of much. And there's nothing wrong with tinned tomatoes. They're nice. There's nothing wrong with them. I might put one tin or two tins in, as I've got some company. I might put the two tins in. We'll see.
I'm hungry.
And he's hungry, so okay. Let's hope we've got a bit more pasta because you know I usually entertain females on this thing because I did want to go like the Galloping Gourmet. I don't know if anyone remembers the Galloping Gourmet when he invites the female out from the audience, and that was the intention. But anyway, we got enough pasta. We got enough pasta. Plenty. We got enough. Yeah, 2 tins. Right. Okay. Okay. I'm using what's his name oil, coconut oil. Better to fry with. To be honest, I fry with anything. I know you shouldn't though, but because this is a health meal, I'm trying to do it properly. So without the, you know, I cook with what I've got basically. In fact, I'm using olive oil for most things now. I know you shouldn't. I know you shouldn't fry with olive oil. I know that, but I do.
Coconut oil is a good oil though.
Yeah, it is a good oil as well. Yeah, and this is a health thing. I only get that out now and again on special occasions. So yeah. Right, so let's get this going. I like to keep this bit of history at One Pound Man. I used to be a narcissistic abuse counsellor. That didn't last too well. It did. It went on, and I still got a few clients that sort of call me out again. But to be honest, it started doing me head in a little bit because, you know, it held me back. It held me back, and I think I've turned a corner on a lot of this stuff. Like, you know, some real big corners, and I thought it's probably a good idea to drop it. And I thought, well, I can't drop all them vids I did, so what? That's why I invented the One Pound Man. So this is what we got here, the One Pound Man. And although my thousands of followers, they know the One Pound Man, they know what I do. Right. So let's get that going. That's frying up. So we brown those off. Yeah, usually I've prepared some of this beforehand. I didn't want you don't want to see me cutting up bloody garlic and shit, you know. So, and I'm not going to do all this garlic because some of the garlic is going in later on. Because you put it all in now, and it destroys a lot of the active ingredient. So it's better to have it in later in cooking so it doesn't destroy it all. Then it gives you health. The health-giving properties are retained.
Nice.
Yeah. And I like garlic. I think everyone likes garlic, don't they? And yeah, the light's going. And none of us are getting any younger. Well, it'd be weird if you were actually. It's a silly phrase, isn't it? But yeah, that would be really weird actually if you were getting younger. But as you get older, you need to look after yourself. Well, you should have done it when you was younger as well, you know. But it's never too late to start, I believe. So, good habit I've discovered when I'm doing this sort of thing is put one hand behind your back. It saves you chopping your fingertip off.
Wise man.
Yeah, it does help. I'm doing this. So I'm putting that in there now. So we've got the onions. That's 3 or 4 sort of smallish. I think I can't remember now. I think 3 or 4 onions, smallish ones. Or one large one, you know, but quite a lot of onions. They're going to shrink. They're going to shrink quite. In fact, I'm going to cook them until they're shrunk. They'll shrink quite a lot. And as you know, I'm a big fan of lids. If I can find the bugger. Ah, it's on the soup. Big fan of lids. Keeps the noise down, but also keeps the heat in. Cooks things a bit quicker.
Works.
Yeah. It was a busy summer. A busy summer. I did actually wear myself out, and now I'm doing all sorts of things to keep myself fit and healthy. Why did I wear myself? I worked too hard. That's what I did. I did. I think I'm a young man. Well, I'm not.
Good health.
Good health.
Dante.
You think I'm a young man, but I'm not. I'm a oldish man. There's not a big pile of cans out there, by the way. I just do that for effect, but that's what I do, and I'll pick them up later on. It's just, I don't need to explain to anybody that's not listening. Anyway. Right, they're frying away.
Smells good already. Salt and pepper.
Hang on. I'm the cook here.
That's just me.
That was it wasn't me. I didn't say salt and pepper. And actually, the God's honest truth, I haven't got any pepper. But I have got, obviously, I'm a big fan of spice. I've got plenty of spices down. I know there's pepper in these spices. But I've got salt, which I'm going to put a bit of salt in. Thank you for reminding me. Right, if I can find it.
There it is.
Yeah. Now, the idea of these, the reason behind, I nearly said thick beanie there. The reason behind the £1 man was because when I started living on my own, I realised it's quite easy to not look after yourself and not cook. And I've met a lot of people that haven't got a clue how to cook, and they eat crap. You know, a lot of pizzas going on, lots of microwaves going on, and all this sort of thing. And you know, there's nothing wrong with microwaves used properly, and nothing wrong with pizza now and again. But really, if you're eating every day, which you should be, there's no, you know.
Well, there is a lot wrong with microwaves.
Okay, don't tell me what's wrong with microwaves. Well, I don't know.
It kills your food, man. It kills your food. They banned them.
Yeah, but if it's dead shit, if it's dead shit you put in there already, it's dead
kill
shit.
your food.
Yeah, but if you've got a burger, for instance, or a slab of dead meat, you know, all I'm saying, it's an efficient way of cooking. It's very efficient. So if you're just heating up something,
We'll talk about this later.
we'll talk about this later. I haven't got one. I haven't got a microwave. I don't use one.
Good.
Actually, there is one around the pile of shit I've got around the corner there, but I don't use one.
No.
I don't see the point. I've got gas. I like gas.
Gas.
Gas. Putin gas. Lovely. Right. I'm going to have a little bit of cuppage. Where's my cuppage? There it is. Want a drop of wine? You
Yeah,
want
sure.
a bit? You want one?
Might have a bit of wine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. It is solstice, and this is a day of celebration. Another year. We've got through another. And now I suppose after tomorrow the day's going to get longer again.
Yep.
You know?
Shorter.
Longer.
Longer. Sorry. The nights are getting shorter, the days are getting longer. Cheers.
So happy solstice to everyone out there.
Happy solstice.
Yeah. There's a special on there, look.
That's nice.
Everything's special.
Solstice special.
Solstice special. Right, where was I? Oh, I'll tell you what, I've got a bit of cabbage. I can see a bit of cabbage in there as well. But not. a stocking filler, really. Nothing wrong with a bit of cabbage, but it's not a cabbage-based meal. That's why I put a little bit in there. Just okay. At this point, I usually talk a load of crap, but I can't. I'm a bit out of practice with this, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to actually edit this because I want to get this out tonight. I don't really want to edit it, so I'm going to try and do it so it doesn't have to be edited. Which is okay. That's in there. So we've got the onions, plenty of onions. I'm cooking a little bit more, little tinge of, just the bottom ones, so they've got a little tinge of brown on them, the bottom onions. And then I'm going to put in the other ingredients. I'm not going to put all that in.
Big one.
It's a big one, isn't it? I couldn't get small. That's the smallest one I could get. Yeah, honestly, I was at the market the other day. I looked for the smallest one. Yeah, it's huge, isn't it?
It's like 3.
Yeah. So,
save me some seeds, please.
I tell you what, what I might do is cut the end of this off and plant this bugger.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, but I've seen some people do that. And,
I'll have a couple of seeds off you as well.
Okay, yeah.
Don't throw your seeds away ever. This is food for life.
Is it? What do you mean?
Always. Well, you dry the seeds, you plant them the next year, you get a crop.
Yeah, but what happens if you...
And then you plant the seeds from that crop and you plant a new crop the year.
What happens if you haven't got a garden? We've got a bin.
You put them in a bin with a bit of soil. And if you've no soil, put some water. Aquaponics.
Anyway. Right. Don't want these too small, but I don't want them too big either, so... And because the tomatoes are sort of already cooked, I'm not particularly bothered about putting them in straight away. That's getting about how I want it. Nice and soft, shrunk down.
That's good from here.
Soft and shrunk, maybe a little minute more. In fact, I prefer to put it on the hotter one, but no, it's alright there. It's alright. I was concerned with some of the videos, they went on and on and on, didn't they? They went on and on, you know, too long. But at least you know that it's this is how long it takes to cook this stuff. So, in with them. So, red vegetables, good for the prostate. It's got a chemical in it, begins with L, I can't remember what it is, but it's good for the, I don't quite know what it does, to be honest, but I did investigate it, but it begins with L and it does something for the prostate. And that's why I'm doing this. So red fruits, red vegetables and red, in fact just leave that like that so the onions are on the bottom, because these don't really cook in as much as the onions do. So I'll leave that like that. Good idea to layer your food, how you want it cooked. I've got plenty of spices again that's going in. Always turmeric. Why? Prostate, again, turmeric, prostate. But I've been using this one for years. I got one up a melon, that's not true. I've got a little bit of this is going in, Cajun seasoning. From my favourite spice man, Peter. A little bit of red curry is going in, only a little bit, it's not a curry. A little bit of that is for, you know, I know it's got a bit of pepper in it. A little bit of this, a little tiny bit of this, bit of hing. Took me a while to get that, it's hard to get hold of nowadays. And a little bit of paprika to give it a hit. And you don't have to do this, you could just put salt and pepper, this is what I do. But it does give it a better taste. Believe me.
Can I ask what's the hing?
What's hing? It's estofado hing. It's the sap that comes from plants, like a root of a plant. It's a sap, and it's a dried sap of a plant. I don't quite know what plant it is. Estofado hing.
Wow. I've not heard of it.
No, it's quite strong. It's got a strange, it's really pungent smell.
Yeah.
Very pungent smell. Usually I'll keep it separate and put it in a separate pot actually. Have a little smell of that. Be careful you don't inhale it. It's quite...
Oh yeah.
Right. Estofado hing. It's real strong gear.
It's got a kind of curry taste, those
Yeah, but
essence too.
use it very sparingly.
Yeah.
So, there we are. We've got the pepper in there, the red pepper. The red pepper. The red is the operative part of this meal. Red. Onions and garlic and tomatoes are really good for the prostate, and red food is good for the prostate as well. And I think if you can eat mostly that, you're doing well. Stay off the carbohydrates, you know, and you'll be nice and slim like me, you know. So I eat spuds and pasta. Like they're going out of fashion. But anyway. See, if I wasn't doing the film, I'd put a little bit of that in, which is the soup I've got, which I made yesterday. I'd put a bit of that in, but I won't, because otherwise you'll say I'm cheating. I'm not going to go what's in there, because that was not lovely bit of soup. But anyway, I digress. Right, okay, ready for some tomatoes. Here we go. Tomato action. I usually put fresh tomatoes in. Like I said, this time of year they're crap, and there's nothing wrong with these. It's a good brand. In you go. Rinse the tin out. Wash and squash. In it goes. Wash and squash. Shall I put two in? There's two of us, I will. We probably won't eat it, but I'll tell you what, you can't really get enough tomatoes. I've done a similar meal. I did this meal the other week, and it was so nice. I thought that's going to be my next £1 man meal. It was so good, and it was without the pepper. I didn't have the red pepper. Oh yeah, there's going to be plenty of this. Wash and squash. I will get that, because otherwise I'll forget it.
Quality.
Yeah.
There you go.
God, that's a bloody sauce. Oh, I'm on my foot now. I'll slip outside the tent now, you watch. Guaranteed. Right, so,
Smelling good.
a little bit of ginger. I didn't put the ginger in. Doesn't matter. Ginger's good for everything, as we all know. Let's get that bit off the back there.
Did you grow it yourself?
No, you've got it from the Lidl. Everything comes from the Lidl.
Well, you know it's easy to grow, don't you?
Yeah, I know, but to be honest, I had a good garden this year, and when I was away, I was working at the old Boom Festival. When I come back, everything was dead, like it usually is. But also, water ran out this year. It ran out, so the garden went to nothing. And anything I had in the pots here, I've got some herbs there. Actually, I'll get them herbs. Then my finger, and I'm thinking about this. I'm not talking as I'm doing this. I did do this once and check my bleeding finger off. Bit of ginger. I like it when you get a lump of ginger in your mouth. Right. So, yeah, so, what was I saying? I forgot now.
Ginger.
No, yeah, ginger. No, I was talking before the ginger.
About cutting your fingers off.
You cut your fingers off. Let's have a little sippage and have a little chat.
You said you made this meal a few weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. That's what I was saying. Yeah. I made it, and yeah, it was delicious. And I thought that's going to be my next £1 man meal. It's well because it was like this. It was quick as well. This is going to be longer, I know.
Smells nice.
Yep. Here comes the spice. Here comes the spice. Let's put the spice in now. Right. I like to stick that little pot. Where's my little pot gone? I'm not going to dig it out now. I want to squash the tins, isn't it? Yes, squash the tins. A cup would do. Cuppage would do. Cuppage. Right, cuppage. I just want to be careful. I don't want to put too much of everything in. So, paprika. This is spicy paprika. Don't call it the spicy paprika. Anyway, so not too much. Not too much. There you go. Just to give it a little bit of a hit. It's not meant to be a hot thing, but it's nice to have a little bit of hot. A little bit of this.
What's that?
Hing, that's the hing.
Yeah.
Not too much, tiny little bit of that.
About a teaspoon.
Yeah, it was less than that. It was
Nice.
Yeah. Red curry. This is red curry. This is all from Peter again. Peter, my favourite curry man. And a little bit of this. You never put too much in because you don't want it to be a curry. It's not a curry, you know. So you're not putting enough in it to take over the meal. If you see what I mean. And there's plenty of tomatoes in there, so you won't take over the meal. This is quite good. You can get away with a lot of this. A lot of black pepper in there, I think. This is Occasion seasoning thing. I think there's a lot of black pepper in that. It's got a bit of a. So that's, I'll put most of that in there. Always a little bit of turmeric. There's turmeric in most of those things there, I imagine, apart from the hing. Always a bit of turmeric. This is the old prostrate booster.
Superfood.
Yeah, super prostrate. I don't know why.
Good for
But
many
it is.
things.
I've started using this apple cider vinegar, and you know it's always just nice to have a bit of vinegar in that sort of meal. Give it a bit of spice. You won't taste vinegary, but and come a tight bit. I've saved a little bit of this beetroot juice, some pickled beetroot, so a little bit of that in there as well. Mix. A little bit of beetroot juice. I haven't tasted it yet, and I don't usually taste my food as I'm cooking it.
No.
Because
I can't stop.
well, I don't really taste it. Actually, the amount of times I've tasted food and burnt my tongue, that's pissed me off a few times. Yeah.
I need to taste it to say, oh, I need a little bit more pepper, or I need
Yeah, a little bit
more.
of pepper or salt, but
I'm always doing that, but that's me.
yeah.
It sure smells good. Wow.
I will taste it though, just to make sure it's right, because don't leave any spice in there, mate.
I know, that's what I do.
Yeah, I'll leave the spice in there. I will rinse this out now because it's my teacup. Right, we're away, we're bubbling away. At this point, I usually talk a load of drivel. But,
We're half an hour in now.
are we half an hour in? Oh, it's going to be a long one. Oh, shit. You can skip. You're not going to miss anything, you know.
Play it two times as fast.
Yeah. Just listen to me talk. And I'll be, yeah. That's the one. Yeah, just skip it through. Yeah. I mean, I've got lots of stuff I'd like to say, but it's all personal, private shit. I could blather on, couldn't I, on stuff that.
Do so then.
Well, no, not really. I've had a good year. it's not about me. It's about the food. You see, it's not about me. You know, it's about the food.
That's it.
And I could blather on about. Yeah, I'd be son here. That was nice. You know who you are. For 3 months, that was nice. We had a good year. We was working most of the time. Yeah, working. He loved it as well.
Excellent.
It was good. But like I say, I've worn myself out. One of the reasons I feel like I need to do this, I need to find a new way of earning a living, because I just realised really this year that I can't really carry on doing what I've been doing. Physical shit, you know. Well, I can, but it's gonna destroy me. I felt a little bit destroyed recently. I think a bit of tendinitis. I think. You know, I don't know, just moving too much. I don't know. You think you're invincible, but you're actually not. You know. Surprise, surprise. So you know, so one of the reasons I'm doing this is just I'm trying to rekindle an old thing that I was doing a while back, just to sort of I don't know. I'm trying to find other ways of earning a living. I've got plenty of ways. There might be a word from my sponsor on this one, actually. There might be. I was going to actually change my shirt and all that and put a mask on and a word from my sponsor and hold up something that I sell in another guise. But we'll see, won't we? We'll see. Anyway, we're cooking, mate. We're cooking on gas.
Cooking on gas. Obrigado.
Have some wine, mate. We'll
Do you ever put wine in your...
I do, and I will put a little splash in there. I do, yeah. Towards the end, though.
Add it.
Yeah.
Bit of body. Cheers.
Yeah.
Salud.
Cheers, man.
Salud. Cheers.
You had me son here for 3 months. That was good. 90 days. You had to go back. What a load of crap, isn't it?
I know.
Brexit, mate. You had to go home. He'd still be here, mate. I'm sure he'd still be here if it wasn't for the bloody Brexit. Whoever voted for Brexit. Well, actually, no. I'm not gonna deride you because you probably had your reasons. And to be honest, one of the reasons I was here. That's one of the reasons I didn't vote. If I was living in England, I felt because I'm living here, I would have stayed in. But you know, I didn't think they'd do a hard Brexit. I did think they'd keep the custom and the customs and all that business. They just gone mad, haven't they? That's what they've done. The hardliners is in control, and they've done a hard Brexit. I thought if they'd just done a Swedish style thing, would it be okay? We never had the pound, we never had the euro coin anyway in Britain. When I say we, I haven't lived there for 20 years, more. But you know, I still have a little bit of mother country and all that, and they've cocked it all up, haven't they? Completely, they cocked everything up. It's a joke here in Portugal. It's a joke now, really. No one posts anything back to England now. It's a joke. No one asks anyone to post them things here from England now. No. You get stopped at customs. It's a joke.
For months.
Yeah, and you got to pay. It's ridiculous. I buy things now that I would have bought in England. I had to change my strategy. I sell candles. Yeah, I can't post it to England now. It costs too much. And the crap that goes with it, all the paperwork. No. So if anyone voted for it, I hope you're enjoying it. I really do hope you're enjoying it. And if you're not, admit that you were wrong. Because you're okay to be wrong. You're okay to be wrong. You know, there's nothing wrong with learning and being wrong. And I'm not saying, don't know what I'm saying really, but all I know is you cocked up. But I was 6s and 7s about it in a way. I mean, I do like the way that Britain is not part of a big conglomerate in a way. I like the way it's a little bit maverick on its own, even though it's cocked up your economy and you're all going to suffer for it economically. But you know how you can fix this, don't you? Have a revolution. You know that, don't you? Have a revolution, yeah? And you'll fix it all, you know? The Queen's dead, yeah? I still like the Queen. The new boy, he's one of these, what's his name? I forget what they're called now. One of these Trudeau boys, you know, the Richie Sunak boy. What was that? Sunak, is it?
Elitist.
Yeah. What's that thing that they got there with the Klaus Schwab?
What, the World Health?
Yeah, the World Economic Forum. That's it. WF. Well, you know, I'm doing that. That's what. That's what.
His little kitten.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, the Klaus Schwab, the Bond villain. Yeah.
He is as well. When
yeah,
you
he
hear
is,
his
isn't he? He
voice,
is.
when you hear his voice, man,
Yeah.
talk about a nemesis.
Yeah. And it's all going down that road, so you know I'm glad that in a way Britain's a little bit, but they're not. Britain is run by greedy bastards, greedy, colonialist, old school, own the world,
Yeah.
Panama paper bastards.
Totally controlled, man.
Yeah,
Totally.
completely. And I still smell the coconut. Open up that.
Big time, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna leave that off a little bit just to thicken it up a little bit. Right.
Hey, that's a good dance.
Was it a dance? Was
Is
it?
that a locomotion?
Was it? I don't know what it was. Just look at me. I don't know what it was.
Nice.
Right. Here we go.
Oh, it's smelling good.
It's smelling good.
My mouth's watering now. Yeah.
Yeah. You can skip forward if you like. You know, you can skip forward. You're not going to miss anything. Well, you might do. You never know. It's all ad lib. You never know what I might say. I haven't got a clue either. To be honest, I haven't got a clue. I feel I don't have to say anything anyway. You could just enjoy the ambience. There's a little bit of background music. Hear the bubbling.
It's a shame you can't smell it though, because that's the
That is
truth
very
in
true,
the
yeah.
meal.
That is very
Truth in the
true.
meal there.
Yeah, but I
What do
did
you smell?
hear a thing that years ago with the computer things. You can have like a set of smells, and so you can pass smells on. You know, a bunch of. I don't know how they did it. Yeah, synthesized smells. Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
It's not real then.
No, but it's like they can you know, you get synthesize sex as well, can't
They
you?
can synthesize anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Yeah,
But-
they try anything as well.
Yeah. You get the synthesized sex thing, don't you, with your.
Never
your
tried
dildo.
it. No, I never tried
No, I've never tried it either. I've never tried it, but you can get it. So say you was working away, you know, an oil rig or something. Your missus at home, yeah, right. So you strap this device on, yeah. So you give it some of that. The device at the other end is giving it that on the telephone line, which is not hard to work out, is it?
All right.
Yeah. And so it's okay because it's your missus, like, yeah. So you're actually sort of like
All right.
doing the missus on the oil rig. Sorry.
Kind of
Sorry.
strange, but yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit strange. It's a bit strange.
I suppose anything's possible within the realms of anything.
Yeah. It is. Anything's possible nowadays. This is the digital world we're living in. The digital world. You used to get scratch and sniff things, didn't you? Remember the scratch and sniff?
Scratch and sniff
Scratch and
t-shirts.
sniff. Yeah.
Smell of mint. Smells of mint. Smells of orange. Smells of strawberries.
yeah.
I had one, man. Or three.
Scratch that. Smells of breast milk.
Scratch my ass. What's it smell of? Scratch the shorts. No, not at the back.
Stop it, man. This is not meant to be one of them videos.
No. Hey, it's a family.
It's a family video.
Family video.
It's a family video. Family people.
Oh, it smells so good. That's
Yeah, it's coming on, isn't it?
definitely smell of coconut, big time though.
Yeah, you can. I'm surprised you can still smell it through it. Yeah, you can. I'm going to have a little taste now. Just because I think you're a connoisseur of food. I can tell you're
Yeah, I love to eat.
you like to eat.
Sweet.
Sweet, yeah. I might be able to do another bit more. That's nice. That's nice. I'm going to put a little bit more paprika in there. And One of these little beauties. No, actually, I put 3 of these in that soup. Where is it? Where are they? Where's the buggers? Where are they?
3 of what?
These bad boys here. There they are. These little bad boys.
What are they, rat's tails?
No, chilies, mate.
Okay.
Dried chilies. There you go.
Oh, I want some of them seeds as well, mister.
I'm going to put 3 of those in. So I put 3 in the soup, and I thought it was.
Well, that's hardcore, man.
No, this is hardcore, yeah. But there's quite a lot in there.
Yeah, I see that. Pull out a couple of seeds there, will you?
I think I squashed them. No, I'll get you some out of the packet. Don't want a squashed one, you get a mutant. Don't want a mutant. Mutant chili.
Mutant Ninja Turtle. What do you have when you stand up?
No, I don't. I've done that with you before. But it's not too bad. They're going in. Just going on this video a bit, I know it is, the meal's usually quite quick, they're usually quicker. But it's solstice, we're really enjoying this.
40 minutes.
40 minutes, shit. We'll be eating before the hour's out. Right?
I'm not in a rush, man. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the video, man. I'm thinking of the video, you know, it's going to go, all me subscribers, I think we've had enough of this, I'm off.
Yeah, all good things come to those who wait. Cheers, my brother.
Exactly, cheers, brother. They do indeed.
Are we there yet, Dad? Are we there yet, Dad? Are we there yet, Dad?
I guess,
No.
yeah. You can see the sea when we drive down the coast with my parents, like my dad's parents live in Bournemouth, and you know we go down there quite a lot, quite a few years I suppose, and the kids in the back getting restless and shit, you know, and it's like you can see the sea first, like you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's it.
I got there first.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it first. I can see it. I can see the sea, and it's like fucking mad, isn't it?
It's still miles away.
Yeah, yeah. I can see the sea.
Crazy.
I used to do the I Spy with my kids. I Spy, why you lie?
Something beginning with
S. Stupid. No, I never said that. Never called my kids stupid.
Hey, I was in Cairo in Egypt a few years ago,
Go
and I was in a taxi going to the pyramids
Right.
from the main town or city of Cairo. From the
Yeah.
hotel, we went out to see the pyramids, me and my girlfriend,
Right.
and you can see them for a long, long time, man. But it's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there
Well,
yet?
you can see it for miles and
You
miles
can
away.
see them for so far away, but it's like it takes a long time to get there.
Right.
Well, I say a long time, half an hour, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can see them for a long distance away. Until you get there, it's like so much time has passed, you know.
Are they really big? When you see them?
Yeah.
We say, yeah.
Impressive.
Are they huge? I mean,
Did it- You have to see them because
Okay, that's what I hear.
I don't know what your impression of the pyramids is. My impression of the pyramids were like these big triangles that were giant, yeah, big pyramid
Yeah.
shapes that were giant. And when I got there, yeah, they're big, but when
Well,
you
they're
stand next to them, yeah, they're big when you stand next to them even, you know. And I was inside them, I was travelling around them and everything, you know. I went places inside the pyramid you're not even supposed to go, man.
right, really?
Really, I got photographs in some tombs that you're not supposed to go into, but
How'd you get in there then?
I was at the back of the queue and I just walked in there. I'm not joking, it was probably half a metre high tunnel for 60 metres.
You crawled up there?
I crawled down this tunnel with my
How far did
legs
you get?
all the way into the
Yeah?
antechamber, man. Yeah,
Shit, man.
off limits.
What was in there? What did you find? What was in there?
Big room, and on the wall it said, it was some graffiti on the back wall that had been painted.
Fuck off.
No, some graffiti for real. I forget his name. It weren't Garibaldi. It's not Garibaldi, but something Garibaldi kind of name. And he was an Italian Egyptologist. And
Okay.
he was a strong man in a circus, lifting up 2 women on one arm and 2 women on the other. But he was really good at finding these ancient Egyptian sites. I think he found Karnak. He found Abu Simbel, I'm sure. He found a lot of things, yeah, and all of these like cenotaphs, you know, the obelisks. He found many of them.
Right.
Much of what
They're
you
all
see,
buried, weren't they? They're all
much
buried.
of what you see in the Natural History and Science Museum in London, this guy found. He's not called Garibaldi, but it's something like that, yeah. And it said the 2nd of March, 1882. This was the day that he put that, or whoever put that graffiti. And a geezer followed me and my girlfriend into this antechamber, and he took a picture of me and my girlfriend, and you couldn't see anything because it was pitch black, man. But when I got the film developed, I saw Garibaldi, or not Garibaldi, 1882, 2nd of March. And the reason why I remember the date, it's my sister's birthday, 2nd of
Right.
March, yeah. But yeah, it was an experience, man. The pyramids, yeah.
I've done what was that exhaustive? I did quite a big study on pyramids years ago, and I read some big old books on it, like, you know. And excuse me.
I don't know that. Next question.
Next question. That's a clear throat. I've always fancied going there, the Great Pyramid, and I read one study on it by Rutherford, I think it was Rutherford. And he reckoned that the pyramid was a memory of the future. It was like a prediction that they predicted. I don't know how people can predict things. That's the only bit that sort of like made me scratch my head. But so they made it, and he worked out like a timeline on where it is, and it was, they're telling us, as far as I can see, and I still
Believe.
do I believe it? I entertain the idea. I don't believe it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
entertain the idea.
Yeah.
That they was warning us of what's going to be happening about now. Yeah, right about now.
Possibly,
Yeah,
yeah.
because if you looked at the timeline, they correlated things with other, and it's and the Orion Belt and all this sort of thing. It's come round and a big old flood, cataclysm, basically.
Yeah, could
You
be,
know,
yeah.
You know, a big old thing going on.
There's much more to the pyramids than we're led to
Oh,
believe.
for sure, yeah. I mean, I've read a lot more. I can't remember half of it. I can't remember half.
Because it has the constants, you know, like the speed of light,
Yes.
the speed of
Yes,
sound,
yes,
it's got the meter,
The
it's got
distance
the
between here
yard,
and the
it's got
distance
the
here and the sun,
cubits,
the circumference of the Earth.
everything.
And they're on the same
Distance
line
between the
as
moon,
other
the
shit as
sun,
well.
the relationships between that. There's so much more to the pyramids. In fact, there's a gentleman online called Sacred Geometry Decoded, SGD, an Australian guy, and he's looked into all of the numbers and stuff. He's a great mathematician.
This is all freakadilla stuff years ago, wasn't it? With the but years ago, it was all Eric von Daniken and all that, the chariots of the gods and all this sort of thing.
Yeah.
I remember me parents, not me parents so much, but me uncles and that going on about the chariots of the gods and Eric von Daniken and all this sort of thing. And now it's sort of like mainstream, isn't it? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But no one's really made. No one's. Come on. No one's done anything of it. No one's sort of like it might be mainstream now, but no one's sort of like.
Progressed.
Okay, it's mainstream, so everyone knows this knowledge. So, or at least, look, what's changed? Basically, that's what I'm saying. What's changed? Nothing's changed. Whether people know it or don't know it, or you know, it's not changed. It's like
No progression.
No, none whatsoever. Okay, this is boiled now. I'm going to stir this one more time. Then I'm going to put it down to simmer. I'm going to turn it off in a minute.
Wow.
God, this is.
Smells beautiful.
It'll be nice. When we eat, we're going to have to clear that table off, and we use that table because I haven't got a table because I live on my own.
It's all good. It's all good.
I do the table outside, but it's dark and it's raining. You know. Now I'm heating the water up for the pasta. The pasta's a little bit special as well. Okay, it's not just an ordinary pasta. You'll see what I mean. I haven't really got that much there. I'm sure I should have bought some more.
That's plenty.
Yeah, I think it should be. It should be.
I always do like one handful is enough for one person.
Yeah.
This is my own little measurement.
Yeah, for sure.
A handful
But
and maybe a little
what's
bit
that?
more.
Oh, no, that's rice.
It's plenty for.
Yeah, I think it should be enough. The more you cook it, the bigger it gets as well, isn't it?
Only put 2 in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it smells beautiful.
So, where are we? We're still doing this, aren't we? Yep. It's like a dream, isn't it?
Cheers. Happy solstice.
Happy solstice, man.
Hey,
I'm glad you come, man. I'm glad you come. I'm glad you was there.
50 minutes.
Yeah, 50 minutes, man.
50
We see
minute
we
video.
can get it under the hour. Under the hour. Oh. Fuck it, you know. Under the hour.
Beautiful. Yeah, it does smell good. I'll make you a curry one day, Stephen, yeah?
Sorry?
I'll make you a curry
Nice,
one
nice.
day.
Yeah. I do like food, you know. I like good food.
And I make a nice cheesecake too. No bake cheesecake. 20-minute job.
I must admit, I've never been much into the pudding. Not much into them, but
Sweets, no.
it's just that I sort of, as a habit, I tend not to do them because you know.
That's how you look so athletic. Lean, head chef.
Well, you know, you could, couldn't you? Fucking full of donuts, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look at me, I'm 107 years old, but with a body like this, yeah, you got to look after it. Be careful what you eat. Eat lots of nettles.
Yeah. I tell you what,
Lots
man. I've done nettle beer years ago, but I haven't eaten nettles for years and years.
Okay.
You should do.
I came all the way across France and Spain eating nettles.
Really?
Nettles and pasta, yeah.
Good man.
Nettles and pasta.
Right, a little bit of salt in the pasta water. Not too much.
Do you ever use pink Himalayan salt?
Yeah, I run out.
Yeah, it's good stuff that.
Yeah, I've had some. It's run out. I ran out of it. A little bit of turmeric in there.
Turmeric.
I do that for the colour, really, to be honest. But also, why not? Ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But I do like the colour it gives rice and things you're boiling.
Normally when I boil pasta, I would put like a drop or two of like oil in it.
I do afterwards though.
Okay.
Yeah, I do afterwards. Watch. I don't do it now because I run the water away and I put it boiling afterwards.
You know, I think we're all alchemists in some way when we're in the kitchen, yeah. And we all have our different methods and means and ways and
Yeah.
you know, we're all peculiar.
I'm going to have to put this on another one because this bugger screws up this one. It goes low, it goes off.
Oh, it smells so good.
One thing with tomatoes, I'm looking at the camera. One thing with the tomatoes, the more you cook, the better they are. Well, that's what the Italians say, but I agree. I agree with the Italians.
The more you cook them,
The better they are.
you know, the tomatoes have got, if you cook a raw tomato, or fry a raw tomato, it has special ingredients in it, but when you fry it, it releases a certain chemical that you cannot get unless you fry it.
Really?
Which is beneficial for you. Yeah, so fried tomatoes are really good for you.
Okay.
As well as raw tomatoes.
Yeah, when I
yeah,
cook
but
tomatoes are better. When you cook them, I'm about frying, but when you heat them up. But I mean, I'm trying to go away from the frying at the moment. I fry a lot of stuff, man. I do. I like it.
Yeah.
In the mornings.
But that's what I'm saying. That the only way you can get this particular goodness from a tomato is by frying it, because it releases a certain.
I thought it was just like bringing it to a certain temperature. I didn't think it was actually the actual frying.
No, there's something active in it that's beneficial for our health. I forget what it is now.
There you go. Pasta's in. You sure it's gonna be enough?
Yeah. That's plenty, man.
So pasta's coming on. There you go, £1 man. This is the one I've done. I don't know how the last. It must have been a year ago. It must have been a year ago. I haven't got a clue really. Well, that COVID, man, it sort of screwed your mind up, didn't it?
Everything.
It screwed everything up.
Everything.
You know, I didn't mind. I enjoyed it. I not enjoyed. You can be wrong. I didn't enjoy everyone dying and all that sort of shit. But I enjoyed going on the road on the push bike, and it's like after the bomb, it's like, hey, there's no one about, middle of the road on the push bike. That was great. You know, it was quite weird trying to earn a living. That was quite weird. And thank you for the ones that did help me along the way. I know you did. Thank you very much. I haven't forgotten. But yeah, it was difficult, especially here, you know. But I'm glad it wasn't in the UK, that's for sure. Woo! What can I say? I'm glad I wasn't there. Well, actually saying that, no. You know, I would have been on them demos in London. I would have been on them demos. They had some bloody great demos.
I got arrested in Denmark for refusing to wear a mask on a train in 2020.
Yeah?
The police arrested me, or 2020.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you mean arrested you?
They took me off the train because I didn't want to put a mask on. I said, I'm not wearing a mask, man.
Right.
And they took me off the train, 2 policemen and a dog. Took me off the train. I was on my way to Germany. They took me off the train, put me in the police station, kept me there for, I don't know, 6 hours or so, and then let me go.
No charge?
I had marijuana seeds on me, and apparently I've got, I don't know, 12 years in jail or something, waiting me. I don't know. No, I said, it's bullshit, this, man. This is preposterous. But yeah, I got a fine, I never paid it, and I will not pay it, because it's ridiculous, yeah.
Well,
apparently they said I called the conductor a Nazi. I said, the way that you're acting, you're fascist, man. You're just like a Nazi. This is what I said. You have to wear a mask. And I said, I refuse to wear a mask. And your attitude towards me is one of, you know, something that I don't want to be. I don't want to have a mask on my face.
I'm going to be devil's advocate here, okay?
Yeah.
Say you had, like, a bit of a, say you had the virus, okay? And say there was a grandma sat next to you. Or it's up the carriage, maybe not next to you, up the carriage a bit, yeah. And you didn't realise you didn't know that you had the virus. You didn't feel that you had it, but you did have the virus. That mask does stop some of the virus, not all of it. It stops some of it coming out.
Do you know that?
Yeah? Especially when you spit and shit, when you talk.
I know, but listen. I'm sorry to say this, but a virus is not airborne. It can't be. They've done tests where they put horses that have had flu.
Isn't it? It is airborne, isn't it? You
Horse,
catch it by
just I'm going to say.
You catch it when you breathe in. For fuck's sake.
Horses that have had flu, they put paper bags over the horse's head, yeah, that have had flu, and then they put these bags on the other horses that haven't had flu to see if it could be transmitted. It can't be. You've got a thing called Cox postulate. It never passed Cox postulate.
What the fuck is that, man? What's that?
Yeah, well, look it up. Cox postulate. COVID never passed Cox postulate, so it's not. It ain't a virus.
What?
It's nonsense.
Well,
it's called Agenda 21.
I agree with your with some of your reticence, but at the same time, I mean, I've seen people with masks on up the road there with "fuck off" written on it. Yeah?
I've seen people with 2 masks on or 3 masks on. It ain't helping shit.
But,
you might as well put a chain link fence.
No. But what I'm saying
flies
is,
coming in your house.
I mean, I do appreciate that something you believe in, you should fight for, and you shouldn't capitulate to some bullshit that you know is
never
bullshit.
shy away from it. No, exactly.
Yeah, but at the same time, it wasn't too much to ask to put a mask on, just to keep someone happy, an ignorant person happy, if you want.
Sure.
Someone that was ignorant, it keeps them happy, doesn't it? You know. Oh, there's a bit. I'm not going to throw that away.
But the problem is here, you know, everything's falling apart now. There's a saying by Rumi, there's only 3 things that can remain hidden for so long. The sun, the moon, and the truth. The truth's coming out now. I think Dr. Anthony Fauci is going to get busted for God knows what, yeah?
Yeah, no,
lying this way and that way and all sorts of ways, man. Not just him. This guy Hancock in the UK as well. Because...
That's a name and a half, isn't it?
Yeah. No, let's not get into it.
No. We're not one of them. We're not one of them.
There's more to it than meets the eye. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, there's loads of more.
And I know there's still more truths coming out, and a lot of people are not going to be happy. Here's something I heard just today.
This is not one of them videos, by the way.
Oh no, we're cooking.
We're cooking. Fuck's sake, come on, calm down.
Here's something.
Go on, tell me a little bit. Go on. 4,000, not 400, 4,000% increase in child
infant deaths since 2019 or 2020, man. 4,000% increase. This is
There's loads of shit gone down, man, with
Too
this thing that they shouldn't have done.
too much.
And
yeah.
but we're living in this world that is controlled more by. We all know the money's running down. We all know the money's running out, don't we? We know that. The good times, they're gone.
Yeah.
And the Babylon, they want to retain power, so they've got to hit us with this shit as much as they can. We know that. Everyone knows that. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people know that. They know that the fact that the Babylon have got to retain power.
Final cramps.
Yeah. So all this shit. Okay, you don't have to believe it, but be careful. Be careful.
Yeah. Let's just
Because because I think a lot. If the people that believed half the things they say, yeah, they want to shut the fuck up, really, because the man's going to come and get them. The man will come round and get them.
I've had death threats against me, probably
Yeah.
5 times, man. Yeah, serious. Yeah, serious. But I
We need more pasta.
dismiss it.
We need more pasta.
The truth will set you free.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean,
You know, Speaker's Corner
yeah,
in
go on.
London. Yeah?
Yeah.
I've been there a few times.
We haven't got any more pasta.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
It's okay.
Don't
It's
swell
get-
up, man.
It's getting fat. It's
Don't
swelling up.
swell up. Yeah, the truth sets people free, and you know we have our ability to think
Ooh.
and discuss.
Sorry.
Oh,
Parmesan cheese. You like Parmesan cheese?
Oh, I love it.
It's not really Parmesan.
Looks it.
It looks like it, but it's not. It's not. But it's not.
Grande Padano.
It's not Parmesan. But you get it from the Lidl. So what can you say? I didn't know. I had to ask someone. Is that the same as Parmesan? They said, yeah, that'll do. You know who it was? It was Terry. You know that. Okay. Here we go. So.
Genius.
Oh, fucking hell.
Open the other side.
That's got.
Oh, is it there?
There it is there, look. God. Am I weak now or what? Am I going weak? Let's get a little pottage.
There's one. Oh, I thought it was after a shaver.
Oh no, there's a shaver. No. I've just got that actually. Not long ago. I haven't had a shaver for years. That's one thing I've always needed. A grater, yeah, not a shaver. Actually, let's bring up the platage. Sit on there. I can sit on there. Gold rimmed.
Ooh.
Gold rimmed.
Wow.
Nice, isn't it?
It is the equinox. Solstice, sorry. So, what do you think about the new year then? Predictions, because you're a bit little astrologer as well, aren't you?
Oh, I do astrology. Yes, I do astrology.
2023.
Only for a laugh. I'm not cosmic. I just read it and then just say what I think.
Oh, you are.
I don't know. I haven't really looked at it yet. I do it 1 month for the next. I haven't done the year one. I've done one for January. It's in the magazine, but I haven't. I can't even remember. I can't even remember, to be honest. That's how much I had to knock it out quick. You know.
Mercury's in retrograde.
Yeah, something's in retrograde. I don't know. To be honest, we all know what's going down, don't we? There's nothing to do with the stars. It might a lot might be, but we know what's going down, and it ain't going to be nice. Yeah.
I think actually a lot of it does, seriously, a lot of it has to do with stars, because when you look at when declarations of certain things are signed, they're signed on power days.
Oh, I
a
believe
power
that.
day of
Yeah.
the 22nd, the 23rd of a month, right where the cusp of a change is, generally, not always, but generally. If you look at when things were signed, you'll see that they were signed on a specific day, the 22nd, the 23rd of March, for example.
Oh yeah.
It's like a major day.
Oh, yeah.
Major
No.
day.
I mean, that's the Babylon don't want us to know that they use these astronomical things.
No, exactly.
They don't want us to know that, but they use them. They definitely use them, you know. And they know that they've got more power. They know that. I mean, I believe this stuff. Ike goes on about the symbology of things, symbols of things, and how unconsciously they get in your mind and they can change your perception. I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I believe all that.
Go
Yeah,
like that.
definitely.
Put your hand up to somebody. Hey, look. You put your hand up to someone like that, they're going to stop.
I'd say fuck off, Spock.
They're going to stop.
I'd say fuck off, Spock.
No, if you put your hand up, you're going to stop.
You
You're
got a
stood
gap,
in the middle
you
of
got
the
a gap there, man. In the gap. There you go. Fuck it. Yeah, there you go.
Whatever, yeah.
You was giving me the Spock thing, weren't you?
No, I didn't
I'd
give
say
you
fuck off, Vulcan.
I think you were the Spock. Can't do that. But yeah, Ike's right. You know, signs and symbols are everywhere, man.
Yeah,
everywhere, everywhere.
Oh, I know that, and they use them and they take the piss out of us with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Good.
Yep. Right. A little bit extra with the we're still, aren't we? A little bit extra with the pasta. Use the water.
It looks good enough to eat.
Quick shake. Back in. I can stay there.
I'll do the dishes.
A little splash of
Pumpkin seed.
pumpkin seed oil. Prostrate pumpkin seed oil. Little splash of that. That's good for the old prostrate, mate.
Yeah.
Pumpkin seed oil. Bit of that. And oh, bit of garlic back in there. This is fresh garlic, you see. Then it has the medicinal properties that that's all cooked out, like, you know, it's all cooked out.
True,
So
true.
if you like garlic, there you go. Mix the oil up with the garlic. Bob's your uncle, Sally's your aunt. Fuck's a dirty word. Right.